What's going on, guys? This is Dynasty3090 here. Welcome to another MLB 18 The Show roster prediction video for this upcoming Friday, July 27th. It's almost August. Season has flown by, but we have another roster update coming up, and I reached out to you guys on Twitter asking you guys who should get an upgrade, who should get a downgrade. I asked you guys to give me one name per tweet, and I could include you guys in the video. Now, if you want to be a part of next in 2 weeks from now, the next roster prediction video, follow me on Twitter, and when I put out a tweet like this, reply who should get an upgrade or downgrade at that video. I may pick your answer for an upcoming video. I got a bunch of you guys for this video. They're included in it. And I also want to give a shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. You guys know I'm a brand ambassador with them. SeatGeek is a ticket app that takes the confusion out of buying tickets to rate every score, or every ticket on a score of 0 to 10. Green good, red bad. If you guys are new to SeatGeek, use my promo code KNASTY, K-N-A-S-T-Y, to get $20 off your first ticket purchase. The link to that is down in the description below, along with my Twitter account. So now let's get into it, guys. We got a bunch of different players, some downgrades too. You guys were pretty harsh on some players, but let's get right into it, boys. First up here, we have Chris Sale from the first place, I love saying that, Boston Red Sox, and we got at Pats Nation PS4 saying a Chris Sale upgrade. Short tweet to the point. He has been amazing this year. He had over 300 strikeouts last year. He did struggle at the end of the last year, especially in September, for his standards at least. Maybe that happens again this year, and they may not upgrade because they're thinking that. I don't know. But this year, he's been outstanding. He has a 2.13 ERA. His whip is .87. He's like not walking anyone at all. His walks per nine should be higher, in my opinion. He had 6 starts in a row at one point in June to July where he had 11 or more strikeouts and 1 or less walks in those games. Incredible. He has 197 strikeouts in July, so he should get to 200 by the end of the month. He is on pace for 313 strikeouts. Now, his Ks per nine is about 13 or so. Now, relievers usually will have a higher one than that because relievers just only face a couple batters, so they always usually have a higher strikeout per nine. But Chris Sale's strikeout per nine only 92, I feel, is also too low. If you want to increase walks or Ks per nine, I'm being just pretty conservative with a +1. With his inside edge of a +16 in stats for his hits and Ks per nine, you can see that makes him a 93. So I'm being very conservative with giving him a +1. But in my opinion, this year he's been the left-handed pitcher in baseball. I might be a little biased, but he has been outstanding. So there you go, Chris Sale, a +1. Up here we have Gary Sanchez, and at Brad T1331 said Gary Sanchez down, struggling and not hustling. Now, he was placed on the disabled list earlier today with I'm going to put in air quotes, groin injury. I don't know, they did do an MRI. However, teams have always faked injuries to give a player's rest. This could be like a punishment rest type of thing, as they want another catcher on the team and they just don't want him to play. Maybe he's actually injured, I don't know. He did have a groin injury before, but if you guys missed it on the 23rd on Monday night, he literally just didn't hustle a couple plays. You can argue it cost the Yankees a game, a very winnable game, but he's been bad this year just in general. He's hitting a .88. His contact is too high. He has an on-base of 283, so the discipline's pretty good for how little he's hitting. He's walking a tenth of the time. His slugging percentage is .416, only 14 home runs. I think you should at least downgrade contact, maybe power. I'm going a -1. Again, I'm being a little conservative. If they brought him down to a -2, I wouldn't think that's unreasonable. If they made him a silver, I think that is a little pushing it. So I don't expect him to go silver, but I do think he should get a downgrade at least to an 81, maybe an 80. But like I said, he was just placed on the disabled list, so I don't know. Will they change a guy who was just placed on the DL? We'll find out on Friday. Next up here is Jose Abreu. Now, he was an all-star this year. However, I was looking at how he's doing this year and looking at his attributes. They don't make sense. So for the year, it's in .253. He has a .315 on-base percentage. He's slugging .441. And all in all, that's not too bad. However, look at his contact for his right and left in the mid-80s. He's hitting .253 for the year. In the month of July, he's hitting a .72. They need to bring down his contact. I think the power is fine. It's maybe a little high for his left, but I think it's fine. But the contact is way too high. I'm going to say a -2. He's still a gold, still an 80 overall, but I think his contact should be in the 70s for each. Like I said, maybe they go a little aggressive and make him a silver card. I think that's unlikely, but if you're looking to do the White Sox collection, I would recommend waiting until after the trade deadline for the simple fact that they may trade. I don't think Abreu's getting traded. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they get an offer that they can't refuse on him. But maybe they trade some of the other players like their gold or silver. You can save some stubs there. And if he goes down to a silver, he'll be a lot cheaper in the collection as well. So just keep that in mind. I'm giving a -2 for Jose Abreu. Next up is Cole Hamels from the Texas Rangers. It's weird saying that. I still think of him as a Philly, but he's been really bad this month. Not great this year. So for the year, Cole has a 4.72 ERA, a WHIP of 1.37. Both of those are bad. In the month of July, his ERA is 11.12 in 17 innings pitched. There's talks of him being traded to a contender. I'm not sure how many contenders want him if he's pitching like this. I mean, obviously probably no one if he's pitching ERA north of 11, but all in all, I mean, I think they should definitely decrease like hits per 9. He's not really striking as many people as he used to, but his Ks per 9 is already not that high. But I think hits per 9 definitely should go down. I'm going to say a -2. He is still a silver, but if you have any Cole Hamels, maybe sell him now. And if he gets traded to a contender, he'll probably lose value because he'll go to a team that has a lot of other cards ahead of it in their collection. Right now, the Rangers only have a few golds. I think Beltre's still a gold or a diamond, but that helps his value a little bit. So if you have some Hamels in your collection, I would recommend probably selling them sooner rather than later. I do think he's deserving of a downgrade to a 76, still a silver, but still a downgrade. Here we have Alex Bregman from the world champion Houston Astros with a brand new card art, which shout out to Single Studios, they got that updated. And some players, they just don't upgrade them for years. Bregman got the All-Star Game MVP, and they got his new card art, which I love. And I think he deserves an upgrade, and so doesn't Connor2Mad1. He said, Alex Bregman, All-Star Game MVP. Because of him being the MVP of the All-Star Game, I don't think that's deserving of an upgrade alone, but he's been really good this year, so I think he's going to go diamond. And you're going to be looking at his stats, and you're going to be like, really? That's a diamond worthy? But hear me out. So for the year, he is hitting 282, a 385 on base percentage, a 527 slugging percentage. So he hits for a good average. I think his contact is pretty fair. He gets on base. So maybe his discipline, you can increase it slightly, but I mean, that's fair. But the 527 slugging is where I think they should get an upgrade. He has 20 home runs on the year. Now, versus left-handed pitching, he is slugging 598. I think that should increase power versus left. Versus right-handed, he's slugging 498. I think they should increase power versus right. And because of how great his fielding and his defense, as you can see, if you look on the top right, his fielding is a diamond. His hitting is a gold. Well, they increase his power, like power versus right to like the low 60s, power versus right to like the low to mid 70s, power versus left, excuse me, to the low to mid 70s. That would make him a diamond because of how great of a hitter, he is, and how great of a defender he is. All in all, a great player, and I think he's deserving of a diamond. So there you go. I think a +1 on 85, so a low diamond, but still a diamond for Alex Bregman. We have JT Realmuto from the Miami Marlins. For how much longer, that's to be determined, but he is a Marlin right now, and at Claymore's FFB said, JT Realmuto the diamond. He's continued to hit at an elite level. Now he is. He's been hitting great. For the year, he's hitting 304, a 355 on base, a 529 slugging percentage. So that's really good. Now, as you can see, he has some big time, not big, but splits. He hits righties better than lefties for power and average. So I want to see how he did versus left-handed pitching. Not that good. A 203 average, a 253 on base, a 338 slugging. He's not hitting for average. He's not really like walking a lot, and he's not really hitting for power versus left-handed pitching. So I think they might decrease his contact and power versus left. I think they should increase his contact and power versus right, however, but because I think of how poor he's doing versus left-handed pitching, I feel like if they're going to upgrade him versus right-handed, you have to downgrade him versus left. I was thinking maybe they give him a diamond, but because if they're going to decrease his contact versus left, and his fielding isn't elite, it's above average, it's average to above average, I guess you could say, I would say a +1 to an 84, but because of the downgrade versus left-handed pitching, I don't think I'll go diamond. Yeah, maybe he gets hot versus left-handed pitching. It's a small sample. It's under like 100 at-bats versus left-handed pitching. He has like a week or two where he faces a good amount of left-handed pitching. He hits well against it. That could change things. But for right now, I don't want to go diamond with him yet. I'll say an 84 overall for JT. Here we have Tanner Roark from the Washington Nationals. And Awesome Eric said, Tanner Roark of the Nationals, he has to go down. He's 3-12 with a 4.87 ERA. And Eric, you're right. He's been pretty lousy this year. The Nationals have been a huge disappointment. Everyone thought they'd run away with that division, including me. And right now they're behind the Phillies and the Braves, two young teams. Now Tanner this year, he has, like he mentioned, a 4.87 ERA. Now I don't care about the win and loss; it's a moot point. But I mean, it's still not good. His whip is 1.4. That's awful. He's striking out 7.69. I think the Ks per nine could maybe go down a little bit, but I think the hits and the walks per nine definitely needs to go down. I'm going to make him a bronze. I would say a 74 overall, a -2 for Tanner. Just hasn't cut it out for them. I thought he was always a little high in this game, always a silver one. I never thought he was really that good of a pitcher. But what do I know? But all in all, I'm going to say he's a bronze card now. So if you have Tanner Roark, sell him now before he goes bronze. Next up is Jon Lester from the Cubs. And at DWC_24 said Jon Lester is still pitching really good, but yet he's still only an 81 overall. And DWC, I agree. Lester should be higher. I feel like Lester always gets kind of screwed with these roster overalls, I guess, or the attributes. I always feel like he should be higher. For the year, he has a 3.14 ERA, a 1.26 WHIP. Now his strikeouts per nine is only 6.99. It's pretty nice, but not really what you're looking for. So I think they may decrease walks per nine. Now he's 34. He's not throwing as hard as he used to. He's pitching differently. It's kind of like Sabathia, kind of like Greinke. They used to throw a lot harder. Now they're throwing softer just because they're getting up there in age and they're having to pitch, not just throw. They're pitching. And I think he should go a +2 to an 83. You can decrease Ks per nine, but increase hits per nine, walks per nine. But the $1 million question is, who's the better left-handed pitcher on the Cubs? Is it Lester or is it Anthony Rizzo? I don't know. I want to hear in the comments down below what you guys think about that. Next up is Matt Carpenter from the St. Louis Cardinals. And Tony X said Matt Carpenter to a 99 overall. That might be a little hyperbolic. He's been amazing, though, the last couple weeks. He had that 5-for-5 game against the Cubs. He has 25 home runs on the year, which is pretty impressive. He has a 279 average, a 387 on base percentage. As you can see, his discipline's great. It's over 100. A 591 slugging percentage. Versus left-handed pitching, he is slugging 639. Now, I was thinking maybe put him to a gold, but take a look at his inside edge for today. He is a +17 versus contact and power versus right-handed pitching, which is a +34. If you add 34 attributes to him, he's not a gold yet. He's only a 79. It's because his fielding's not that good. He's not fast. He's a third baseman who doesn't have good fielding. That does hurt you a lot. Like I mentioned Bregman before, he has that great fielding. That helps him. Carpenter's a poor fielder at third, so that hurts him. So I'm giving him a +2. That's being conservative. I could see him going to a 79. Maybe they just go nuts and make him an 80. I don't know. But like I said, big increase in power, especially power versus left. Like I mentioned, a 639 slugging percentage versus left-handed pitching. That's elite. And he has 55 power versus left. So increase that. If you want to increase power versus right, knock yourself out. If you want to increase average a little bit, go ahead as well. It's so hard for him to increase because of the lack of fielding and whatnot. I don't think I'll go gold, and he's selling like a gold. He's selling for like 1,500 stubs a piece. I don't think I'll go gold, but I do think he'll get an upgrade. I'm going to say to a 78 overall. And last on the list is Max Muncy, and at Love to Play B-Ball said Muncy. He's obviously got more power than the upper 60s. ... 100% agree. And Single Studios, I gave you credit for upgrading the Bregman pitcher. Max Muncy doesn't have a pitcher yet, and he was in the home run derby. He has 23 home runs on the year. He's hitting 279, a 413 on base percentage, slugging 613, which is great. Now, the thing that hurts him is that he's kind of just came out of nowhere, so maybe that's why they don't want to give him like a crazy upgrade, because they're like, I don't know, it's Cinderella. When's it going to strike midnight for Muncy? I don't know, but right now with the dude's mashing the ball, I'm giving him a +3 to a 78, not a gold, but definitely like he mentioned, increase the power, increase contact a little bit too. He is hitting 279, but the power is a big one. The dude's just mashing the ball right now. And I want to hear, guys, in the comments down below, did I miss anyone? Do you think someone I missed should have got an upgrade or downgrade? Meet me in the comments down below. And like I mentioned before, follow me on Twitter if you want to give me a suggestion for next week's, or 2 weeks from now, roster prediction. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll talk to y'all later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.